Hey guys, on today's video I'm going to be talking about the League of Explorers from Hearthstone. Also, don't forget, subscribe for your chance to be selected to win a Funko Pop Illidan. That's when we hit 200 subscribers. Okay, so I played through League of Explorers, and which was the latest Hearthstone adventure. I'll make a quick comment because I see lots of people saying, oh, Hearthstone's becoming such a, you have to pay money for this game, and it's it's freemium. It's really not. I did early beta, first wave beta testing on Hearthstone, and once the game was really, I also did the beta test for the money purchasing system, which netted me I think it was a gold mind control tech. So that was really neat. That's kind of one of those cards I'm going to hold on to. But after that, I did an initial purchase, like a big multi 40 pack purchase for whatever it was. Then I think it was $50. So I did that purchase, completely unnecessary. I just did it to kind of get myself a little harder into ranked play, because I knew there were some cards that I could get and round out my collection, and at the very least I'd be able to disenchant those for the dust and be able to make some other stuff. That's actually, in that 40 packs, I pulled Nozdormu and also enough dust to actually make Alexstrasza. So it definitely gave me some good options here and there. So that's the money I spent on the game. I haven't spent a single dime since, and so we're talking Goblins versus Gnomes, the Grand Tournament, and Blackrock Mountain. Before that, Naxxramas, and now League of Explorers. Haven't spent a dime on those. I try to keep around 2,100 gold saved up. If I get more than 2,100 gold, then I will buy a pack. If once I get to like 2,200 gold, I'll spend 100 gold and buy a pack of cards. Otherwise, now with the Tavern Brawl system, there's no need to buy classic packs. You just play a Tavern Brawl every week. Otherwise, so let's break it down a little further. When Naxxramas came out, I had enough gold to buy 3 of the 4 wings from the get-go. Because I had 2,100 gold, and I kept playing. I kept playing my daily quests. And so by the time the 4th wing came out, I had the 700 gold to purchase that with gold. The way the game is set up, it's set up to be very free friendly. There's more than enough time if you're doing daily quests, and I'm not even talking about arena. There are lots of people that say, oh, go and do some arena runs, man. No, quests alone, I make more than enough gold between those, and I'm by all means not a heavy Hearthstone player all of the time. I get hardcore into it for about 3 or 4 weeks, and then I may not play again for 3 or 4 weeks. And then there will be an announcement. And as soon as there's an announcement, I know daily quests every day, clear them out, make sure you're making gold. And the same was true with League of Explorers. I just bought and played through the last wing of that, and I'm still sitting on 1,200 gold. And it's just, if you're playing regularly, you don't need to buy that stuff. Now, I understand a lot of people want I want to be able to catch up. I just heard about Hearthstone, or, I'd heard about it, but I just played it. I just ran through the tutorial, and wow, this game actually looks really fun. It is. This game is ridiculously fun. So, everybody wants to play catch up, and they're like, oh, I've got to spend so much money. I've got to buy packs of this. I've got to buy packs of that. You really, if you want to play catch up, yeah, then you have to pay to play. But otherwise, and it may be honestly to a point where it's not, if you're jumping in, the free mode may not be the most friendly. And, that's just the way it's going to be. If you're just now jumping in, don't expect that you're going to, you're not going to go through ranked play and hit legend rank tomorrow. It's not going to happen. First of all, you probably don't even understand how some of the cards work if you just started playing today. There are definitely class aspects, and I felt like I had been there. Shaman is still my worst class. I've been running into that bad because Shaman is a very strong deck in ranked play right now, and it's kind of making its way up really strong. Warrior, another strong deck making its way up through ranked play, which, thanks to an article on Hearthhead, and I'll have a link to that below. I did build the Grim Patron Sir Finley deck. I call it the Grim Finley. And it's phenomenal. I played through that deck. It's super fun. There are lots of ways to really punish your opponent and save your own neck. Sir Finley's hero ability is pretty wild. It's because it's a special battle cry and it changes your hero ability. And I have found that almost with the deck build that I'll go ahead and flash up here. With that deck build, any other hero power actually works with that really good. Except for the warrior hero power, which is, drawing armor. You don't really need that because you have other things that are helping you get armor. You have the armor smith, which really abuses the armor smith in this game. In this specific build, I love it. I made it all the way to rank 16, and I haven't been to rank 16 since beta, so it was pretty nice. Because again, I'm not a heavy player. I'm a very casual player. That's the same with all of the Blizzard games. I'm very casual. I don't even touch StarCraft online play half the time. Occasionally when it's the start of a new ladder or whatever, I'll jump in and see where I rank, but that's about it. So, League of Explorers. Added some great cards. Sir Finley's one of them. Sir Finley's a fantastic card. I'm seeing it crop up in almost every deck. There are some other fantastic cards, and there are some not so fantastic cards. There are some cards that are very situational. They look so good, but then it's almost impossible to actually use them. This card right here, 4 mana for a 7/7, but it can only attack if it's the only creature on the board. That's a pretty easy card to negate. I mean, if you're a mage, you drop mirror image, and anybody, you drop one little 1/1 for 1 mana creature, and that card's useless. So I'm positive that in the coming weeks we will probably see some interesting deck builds crop up around some cards like that, but they just feel so situational, and there are other cards that are very situational. One of the best cards, though, that isn't very situational is the hat for Hunter. That's a card that Hunter has needed for a long time, because Hunter kind of has some issues with it has to use other creatures to buff other creatures. So this actually gives you a spell that you can play to buff a creature that's sort of perpetual. It always comes back to your hand, which is an allusion to, Indiana Jones, because he always has his hat. His hat always comes back. He always gets his hat. So that's great. It's also a big help for the lock and load spell. So you could definitely use that to that's one more spell you've got that's low cost. That isn't just another secret, which is good because Hunter has tons of secrets. Some of them are very amazing. But yeah, so it gives you lots of options. League of Explorers, I enjoyed. League of Explorers seemed to be very easy. I have always looked, kind of jumped into a heroic mode for each of the adventures, and usually got my cards handed to me. To put it nicely, got my cards handed to me. This time, I actually finished quite a few of the challenges on heroic. Now, of course, I'm not. There's hardly any reward for heroic other than a card back, and I'm just not interested in card back because I took about 2 months off of most all gaming, and so I missed out on a couple card backs. So my completionist is just going to be unfulfilled, and I don't care. I'm not in it for the card backs. I'm in it to play and have a good time. And Hearthstone's definitely a game that if you're not having a good time, take a step back, read some Hearthhead articles. Hearthhead's a fantastic website, and have fun. Definitely have fun with Hearthstone. I've got some great stuff coming up. Be looking for an NZXT S340 Razor Edition review, as well as HyperX Cloud 2 headset review. And we'll also talk about the Legacy of the Void StarCraft. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. That way you can win that Funko Pop Illidan.